What's going on, everybody? T-Nums here. Whether you find yourself catching Dittos, breeders for profit, some random specific Pokemon that happens to have a high price, or whatnot, you're going to end up with your boxes looking something like this. Over time, I've developed a method of kind of sorting my boxes out pretty quickly to get things listed and back to whatever method I was trying to do to make profit. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. The very first thing I'd do is tick down all of the max IVs by 1, putting them to 30. This will deselect all of the Pokemon, only highlighting ones that have up to a max of 30 IVs. So anything that's not highlighted, just select that and move it over to your first empty box, usually like box 3. Next, you have an option, depending on how much time you really want to spend on listing stuff. You can either delete everything that is left highlighted right now because there are no 31s at all across any of these, or you can search for a couple specific groupings of IVs, like all 30 defensives, which is very unlikely. You could look for HP and defense together, which could happen, HP and special defense, defense and special defense, or the more likely pairings of just these two, attack and speed, or special attack and speed. Those two pairings, the last ones I just mentioned, have the most likely chance of selling versus all the other ones. And then you can just delete everything else that's highlighted because all of your 31s should be safe in your open box. Now, over in that box that I threw all the 31s into, there's still a little more research to be done because you could end up finding a 31 like attack adamant or 31 speed adamant, things like that that are going to sell for a little extra. So you want to sift through these. What I do here is just search for 31 HP, grab everything that's highlighted, and if you see on screen here, I throw up a little graphic to show kind of how I organize things. I put the box into sectors with HP in the top left corner, attack in the middle, defense in the top right corner, special attack in the bottom left, special defense in the bottom middle, and speed in the bottom right, with a little bit of room in the middle to put things like I was mentioning with special natures and magic IVs. I find that sorting things out this way before even going into listing makes it a little bit easier because then once you're in listing for, say, HP, and you have multiple egg groups, you can just search the first one, keep your search open because your Pokemon box will stay open if you just sell straight from the PC, and then you can just change around the egg group to whatever you need and get things sold nice and quick. Just make sure you don't miss any 2x31s or Pokemon with complementary natures, like Adamant matched up with 31 attack or speed, or Modest with 31 special attack or speed. Some other nature pairings may also have high prices. These are just the two that I look for usually. Just two quick things I'd like to mention before the end of the video, with the first being very important. Try not to undercut people too much when you're going to list. You really only need to list for one Pokeyen less, and your listing will appear above people, unless the listings are just at ridiculous prices that you know won't sell. Try to be considerate to other people and just list for one less. Yours will go above theirs. And then for the second thing is just sometimes you can pay attention to the species as well. Like some things in the fairy egg group may sell for 2k plus because of people trying to breed things like a Chansey. So pay attention to that. You may be able to sell everything versus just releasing a whole bunch like I recommended. If you found this video useful, you can let me know in the comments below. Maybe drop the channel a subscription if you want to see more stuff like it. I'll catch you in the next one.